Hello my dear children. So in our previous class, we started lesson number 5, solids, liquids and gases. And we have discussed about the examples and properties of all the three states of matter. And today we are going to continue with the same lesson, solids, liquids and gases. So today we are going to cover the following topics. Here we will study about the three states of water, what are the process involved in change of state of matter, that is, we will study in detail about the four processes: evaporation, condensation, freezing and melting. So, let's begin. Children, we have studied earlier that water exists in three states, that is, ice in solid state, water in liquid state and water vapor in the form of gas. All these three states are interchangeable, that is, one state can be changed into another state. Now, let's discuss about the process involved in change of state of matter. Children, matter cannot change from one state to another state of its own. Matter can only be changed from one state to another state either on heating or cooling. So, there are four processes involved in change of state of matter. These are evaporation, condensation, freezing and melting. So, now let's talk about what is evaporation. Children, when you boil water, it changes into steam or water vapor, which is the gaseous form of water, and this process is called evaporation. So, what is evaporation? It is the process by which a liquid changes into gas on heating. Now, what is condensation? Condensation is the process by which water vapor changes into water on cooling. Like for example, when we boil water in a container and cover it with a plate, we see tiny droplets of water on the inner side of the lid that can be easily collected in another container. Now suppose if you keep a glass of water at very low temperature, or when you keep water in a refrigerator, it gradually changes into ice. So, ice is the solid form of water which changes on cooling of water, and the process is known as freezing. So, what is freezing? It is a process by which a liquid changes into solid state on cooling. Now, take some ice cubes in a glass, and what will happen if we keep it outside the freezer or at room temperature? Yes, you will notice that gradually it starts melting and again it changes into water, which is the liquid form of water. So, this process is known as melting of water. So, what is melting? It is the process by which a solid changes into liquid state on heating. So, finally, let's recall all the four processes which are involved in change of state of matter. So, when ice changes into water, that is, when a solid state changes into liquid state, this process is called melting. And the opposite of melting will be freezing. That is, when water changes into ice, again it is freezing. That means in freezing, a liquid changes into a solid state. And when we boil water, it changes into water vapor. This process is called evaporation. So, in evaporation, a liquid state changes into gas. And the opposite of evaporation is condensation. In this process, steam or water vapor again changes back into water. So children, this is all for today. Revise the process involved in change of state of matter and also try to observe this in your surroundings or at your home along with your elders. Thank you.